Alright, the starter on this particular truck is actually down on this side, passenger side of the truck, down underneath the exhaust manifold, down underneath here. So I'm going to set this up on the lift, and I'll show you where the starter is located and how to go about replacing it. Before you do anything with the starter, you have to disconnect your battery. So we're going to disconnect the terminal end here, and then we're going to lift the truck up, and we'll take a look at the starter from the bottom. Let me grab a wrench and we'll disconnect that battery. Okay, now we have, we're going to disconnect the battery. You can disconnect the negative or you can disconnect the positive. I always disconnect the negative because it's a little easier to disconnect the negative and without any problems with the positive. And the reason I say that is because if you try to disconnect the positive and you accidentally slip and touch the wrench into the body of the truck or car, whatever you're working on, you're going to ground it out and you could run the possibility of blowing up the battery. So for safety reasons, always disconnect your negative cable, disconnect it from the car, take it and relocate it out of the way because you don't want it to accidentally fall down and touch into it again like that when you're down underneath the bottom working. So we're going to take this and we're going to relocate it pretty far away from the terminal end itself. Alright, let's lift it up and I'll show you where the starter is located. Looking underneath the truck, that's the starter right up inside there. What we're going to do is we're going to disconnect the two connections up on top, the battery terminal ends, which is actually right here. Right there. I'm going to take that cable off right there, and then we're going to come around to the back of the starter over here, and we're going to remove these two bolts right here. One here, and one up on top, right up there. So we're going to take those two out, and what we're going to do is we're going to slide the starter back a little bit this way, and we're going to try to bring it out right through this opening right here. So I know this is going to be difficult to see, but now I put a light up on top, and you can see where I have this wrench on the starter here. We're going to take that positive lead off the starter. And once we have that lead disconnected, we're just going to take it we're going to move that cable off of the starter itself. Then we're just going to move that cable like that, and now we're going to get behind it, and there's a little other cable right there. It's probably got a 5/16 or an 8mm nut on the back of the solenoid. I'm going to take that one out, and then we'll take the bolts out of the starter. Take out these two bolts in the back up here. They're 14mm it looks like. What we're going to do is we're going to put a socket on the long extension. Then we're going to get on the bolt, and we're going to take the two starter bolts out. Alright, once you break those bolts loose, you can unscrew them out. We're going to need those bolts, so don't lose them. All the bolts are out. And now, the starter should be able to move so I can gain access to that cable. I'll show you. Sorry for being so dark. I'm trying the best I can. But now that the starter is loosened up, we can take it and just reposition it so we can try to move it out. Lift it up. And then we'll try to pull it down through this opening. What I did, on the side by the wheel over here, there's a cover, a plastic little or rubber cover. I was trying to get it up from the bottom, but I just can't get my hands in there. This is actually the plug that I was trying to unplug from the starter. So we're just going to take that clip, unplug it, and then relocate that cable over this way, and then we'll pull the starter out. So alright, I'm going to just relocate this camera for a second. Okay, sorry about putting the camera down, but it's in a really bad spot in here. Difficult to see for you and for me. Once you've got that cable unplugged, just snake it back through the engine area, back here, and pull it through. And then position it to the side so that you have, it's not in your way. But if you position it and play with it, you can get it out. Now, one word of advice I want to give you. You took the starter out this direction, you're going to need to put the replacement starter in the same way. So if the way you took it out is the way you're going to put it back in. Let me grab the replacement and get started. Okay, remember how you took it out now, and you're going to put it back in the same way. Right? The wire goes up inside, we'll get to that later. Get the starter back in. We'll position it back up on the top here, and then we'll put the starter right into the bell housing where it belongs. Once the starter's into the bell housing, I know it's tough to see up there. We're going to put one of the bolts in just to hold it in place. And then we'll reconnect everything else. Okay, so by hand, and then we'll screw it in with the extension and the ratchet, again by hand. Remember, right now we're just catching it. We're not tightening anything up tight. We're just going to bring the bolt up until they're snug. And you turn the bolt in and just wiggle the starter, and it'll tighten it right up. Alright, so you bring the bolt up till it's fairly snug, and then you get your top bolt in the same way. You can get your hand up there fine. You have to get up there at the extension, do that. We'll get a second bolt up in the top, put it in where it belongs, and again just wiggle the starter and catch it by hand only. Don't tighten it tight. Screw it in by hand. As far as you can screw it down. And then once you have it tight, make sure your cables are not pinched up there. And then you can tighten the starter in all the way. We're going to use our long swivel with the extension and tighten it in pretty tight. Alright, and we're going to tighten up the second bolt on the bottom. Okay, and then we'll tie it up there. I know it's a little bit difficult seeing anything down here, but these are the two bolts that we just tightened up, this one and the other one up on top right there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go back up by the side of the tire, and we're going to reconnect the lead that we took off up top. Remember, that was the one that we disconnected. Remember, it was back behind this mount. So snake it back through there again, through here, and through there. Alright, we have it all the way through. Now we're going to reconnect it into the plug that we unplugged. and then you'll listen for it to snap. And it snaps all the way in. And we have that. That's your start wire. That's connected now. We're going to get a zip tie and we're going to tie it up over here, back on where it belongs. And now we're going to reattach our positive cable. And that's going to be right up on the top, right down here. We're going to go underneath the bottom. And we're going to do that. That was the cable right here that we took off. So we're just going to put it right back on there, like that. It's going to go back onto the starter itself, right there. This part right here. We'll put the nut back on, tighten it up, and then we'll let it down and reconnect the battery, and we'll come right back. Once you've got the starter back in place, the cable is back on. Make sure that that little rubber cover goes back over that positive lead. And now the starter is in, everything is tight. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go back up to the side of the vehicle over here where we disconnected this shield here. And we're just going to reattach these push pins where it came out, and then we'll put the cover back on, and they just snap right into the holes. Alright, that's it. We're all set. Let's lower it down, connect the cable up, and get it started. Once you've got it down on the ground again, then you can reconnect your negative cable and tighten it up. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.